can go into these places. They know who we are. The moment we walk in, they're like, "Oh, there's real South Africa. What can we do for you guys?" Me personally, I don't talk to nobody but general managers and hire to get things done. And probably hire Tasha, talk to GMs, but I'm normally, if something goes wrong, then I'm talking to ownership of the place, and they usually, they're very happy because of, we bring in a lot of international clients, such as yourselves, that come and y'all behave and y'all do good. And he said, and we try to bring, proper people to South Africa, simply because the footprint, we don't have a real big footprint as African Americans, as you probably already know. I remember in the video you told the story about the one, I think it was a white gentleman who was afraid to go out the hotel
and trying to connect to us, like
we'll just go with you all. I'm like,
like, no, you're not.
It's private.
It's private.
Yeah, very private. Yeah, and that's the one thing that we try to do. We want everything to be private. People think I don't know what people's concept of private is, because I don't think people know. But you got to have your own stuff. You gotta have your own drivers. You gotta have your own reservation. Everything is sorted out for you. And normally we don't travel that way as Black people. We generally don't. But in this case, if you come into South Africa, if you like Jude said, you flying 15 hours, sometimes 16. Matter of fact, there was a story. One lady who came on our tour told us they flew 3 hours towards South Africa. Something happened with the plane. Don't know what happened. They flew back to Atlanta, sat on the tarmac, then they put them on another plane, and then they end up starting over from scratch. So that's like 6 hours in the air. Then she got on the plane, and then they got a new plane, and then they had to start over. But they got here, they saw what they was getting into.
They could rest.
And they was like, yes, it was worth it. Yeah.
It is worth it to not have to think and have just an amazing experience. And because I used to be the person like what's happening? Let me travel. Let me plan it. Let me see. And in your videos, you'd always say, "Let us handle it." Like it's your first. We're on the ground, and I'm like, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna release that and just trust. Well, it was from watching the videos. I heard what I needed to hear. And I felt like, okay, I can release it. And now I don't want to pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm done. I'm like,
man. Sure.
Travel can be a lot of work.
It can. Yeah.
But like I said, we really appreciate those who trust us, and we let them know, especially after it was over, because we understand people got a little bit of skepticism here and there, and then they come and they're like, for example, we asked you guys, hey, would y'all want to do another, I guess a return back to America video? I don't know what it would be called, but and you guys, took the call. But there were people that, they get off the plane sometime and they're like, oh, I don't want to do a video. And I never asked. I generally don't. I didn't ask. And then probably by near the end of that tour, they'd be like, hey, people need to know about this.
See, now.
People need to know. And, I feel like it's my responsibility to tell people. So I got that little camera, I pop it out and they start talking. And I'll be like, okay, you were the same person who on the phone didn't want to go on Safari Drive.